So now that the Fed chair has been served with subpoenas, what are the next steps that could take place? So he'll be called to testify in front of a grand jury. Now, the burden of proof is much lower in front of a grand jury, and prosecutors only need to show that there has been misconduct. They don't need to prove criminal intent in order to indict him on criminal charges. So that's something very important because if he gets indicted by the grand jury, that could be cause for the president to remove Fed Chair Powell from being the Federal Reserve chairman. He was set to leave in May 2026 anyway. So doing this at this stage is basically just some form of intimidation, not towards Chair Powell, but towards the entire Federal Reserve Board. There are many who are not pro the current administration, and we still need other board members to fall in line behind the government if they are to raise or cut interest rates as per the government's wishes. This does not inspire confidence in US public policy or US markets. Being independent is at the heart of a central bank. And by calling into question the independence of a central bank, the US has effectively weakened public policy and weakened confidence in their markets, particularly in the US dollar and in the US Treasury market. Last year, we've already seen a lot of central banks substituting US Treasury holdings by buying gold. And that is set to continue. We can see gold spiking today, the dollar and bonds falling, and the equity markets are falling as well. Now, will the equity markets remain under pressure? I think in the near term, to a certain extent, until some of this is cleared up a little bit. However, the fundamentals for the US equity market continue to remain strong. We have earnings season coming up, and as soon as we start to get some good news on stocks, we believe that stocks should be able to rally again. The pressure that remains will be on the US dollar and on the US Treasury and the confidence in the US administration as a whole.